welcome back to the Jack Racing YouTube channel. While we're waiting for some stuff to come on the Pro Truck here, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. One of the most common questions I get asked is, what is some advice I would give to a new racer? So today, we're talking about the top 5 pieces of advice I would give to a new racer. Let's just dive right into it. Number 1, and probably the most important, safety over speed. Make sure your car is safe, especially if you're new. Things happen when you're first learning. Make sure the car is safe. You don't want to take any chances here. I mean, getting hurt is the best way to make you not race anymore. So why even take the chance? Spend the money, get good safety equipment, double check everything on the car, make sure it's all safe, triple check everything, make sure it's still safe. Invest in good safety equipment. Buying a neck restraint or a good helmet or a good fire suit is a lot cheaper than medical bills. So just please get good safety equipment, make sure the car is safe. You'll get the speed later. At first, you just need to make sure you're safe. That's always number 1 in racing, is safety. Piece of advice number 2, when you get to the track, be cool with everyone. Don't make any enemies, just be friendly, be cool. You're the new guy, remember everyone else was a new guy at one point too, so don't be afraid to ask questions, but definitely don't make enemies. Don't go in there with a big head thinking you're gonna go win right off the bat. You're just gonna make people think you're crazy or stuck up or have a bad attitude or whatever. If you go in there and you're cool with everyone, it's only gonna help you in the long run, because if you're new, you're probably gonna need help at some point. So if some of these guys out there can give you a hand, it's awesome. Trust me, I've gone to a lot of new tracks. I try and be chill with everyone. I've never had a problem. And people are always willing to help me out. And it's awesome. Keep in mind too, you make enemies, they might plan something out on the track for you. And that's a really good way to lose your race car. Don't make enemies. Just be cool with people. Don't go in there with a big head. Be humble. And just make friends. Just try and blend in with the race family. All right, piece of advice number 3. Listen to all the advice that everyone gives you. If you're new, you might not know a whole lot about what you're doing, and a lot of the people that are willing to give you advice probably do know what they're doing. So don't think you know everything going in. Make sure you listen to what they have to say, and try it out. You might think it's crazy, but sometimes crazy works on race cars. So listen to what people are saying. If someone calls you on something, they're probably not doing it to make fun of you. They're probably trying to help you or keep you safe. If they help you get a little bit faster, you're probably going to stay out of their way as a lap car too. Or they just want to race with you. I mean, I've had lots of people being new at a track help me out and then say it was a blast racing with me. So listen to what they all have to say. And like I said, if they call you out on something they see on your car that's not right, they probably have your best interest in mind. So don't take it personally, don't take offense to it, don't get snippy. Just take that advice, because there's probably a good reason they said something to you. Piece of advice number 4, be willing to put in the work. Race cars take a ton of work, like probably way more than anyone in the stands realizes. Even in the lowest division, you're going to be spending time in the garage during the week. I mean, basic maintenance, oil changes every few races, tires, going through suspension stuff, fixing any damage, putting new setups on. That's just the beginning of it. That's, you don't blow motors, you don't blow transmissions, you don't blow axles, differentials, any of that stuff. You don't crash. It's going to take up a lot of your time. It's going to take up all your time on Saturdays, because race days are not just 3 hours and done. It's a whole day deal. Make sure you're willing to commit to putting in the time to do it right. Don't let your car go to crap because you didn't put the time in it, and go out and blow a motor because you never wanted to change the oil. You got to be willing to put the time in and make sure you're really committed to doing it. Otherwise, maybe just run a partial schedule. Don't try and do too much. Don't overdo it, because like I said, you find yourself in some trouble, but just make sure you're willing to put in the time. Last but definitely not least, piece number 5 of advice, have fun. Driving a race car is super fun. It's super exciting. It's one of the coolest things you can ever do. I've got to do a lot of cool stuff in my life, and driving race cars is probably the coolest still. It's your passion, it's your dream. Have fun with it. If racing ever becomes not fun anymore, it's probably time to get out, because this is a super fun thing. Yes, very stressful sometimes, very chaotic, very expensive. You're gonna have bad days. Don't let the bad days get you down. Remember, you're doing this for fun. You're probably not driving NASCAR, going to win millions of dollars at your local short track, so have fun. Every night at the track should be fun. You shouldn't be going home mad or grumpy or hating the sport or anything like that. Like I said, you're gonna have bad days. Don't let those get to you. Remember, this is for fun. The highs easily outweigh the lows, and it's usually worth every bit of time that you put into it. So just have fun. That's always important. If you're not having fun anymore, it's probably time to stop. Well, there you go. There's my 5 pieces of advice for all new racers out there. If you're a racer who's been at it for a while, leave a comment down below what advice you would give to a new driver. Let's see if you guys come up with anything that I didn't. Thank you for viewing the video. Come on back in a couple of days. We'll have some graphics on the Pro Truck here, and then within a couple of weeks, hopefully we'll be racing the Pro Truck. So definitely subscribe to see how all of that goes. Thank you for watching. Leave me a like and a comment as well. I'll see you next time.